The Indian Association for the Study of Population is indeed happy and deem as an honor to display this video on Dr. Krishnamurthy Srinivasan, whose contribution to Indian demography is phenomenal. Professor K Srinivasan has made valuable contributions in the area of population studies and programs since 1959. He is not only an internationally acclaimed academician and in the field of demography, a teacher and a researcher, but also has served the country through various national and international committees and associations. He was a member of the National Statistical Commission set up by the Government of India in January 2000, which submitted its report in August 2001 to the Prime Minister recommending revamping of the statistical system in the country. He served as a member of the Working Group on Population Policy set up by the Planning Commission during 1978-1979. He was awarded the National Fellow in 2013-2015 by the Indian Council for Social Science Research (ICSSR) to review the history of family planning programs in India. He has also made his contributions to other developing countries in the field of population studies and research under the auspices of United Nations and other international organizations. He was employed with the Population Division of the United Nations at their ESCAP office in Bangkok, and his work has been well appreciated by other countries. As a senior professor and director of the International Institute of Population Sciences (IIPS) in Mumbai from 1978 to 1992, he expanded the academic and geographic scope of the institute by making it a deemed university and training a large number of students from other Asian countries with financial assistance from the UNFPA. He was also instrumental in starting the National Family Health Survey (NFHS-1) in the country during 1991 and 1992. NFHS has become a rich source of reliable data on population and health in India. He has numerous books and national and international peer-reviewed academic publications to his credit. His seminal work on birth intervals done in the 1960s continues to be cited widely. His most recent book, published in 2017, Population Concerns in India, Shifting Trends, Policies and Programs, has been released in 3 languages. Despite advancing age, Dr. Srinivasan continues to be actively involved in research, writing, and guiding other academicians, researchers, and young scholars in demography and contributing to various research institutions and professional associations in the country.
I started my professional life after completing my master's course in statistics at the Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, at Gandhigram in 1959. I came there as a statistician in a pilot health project which was started by ICMR and Ford Foundation, mainly to improve the health conditions of the people in Athur block. I stayed there from 59 to 69, 10 years, but during that time I was selected for a Ford Foundation fellowship to go to Harvard to do my master's in public health during 61-62. And I also finished my PhD from Kerala University, which was nearby, in 1968. So Gandhigram gave me a professional reputation, and since I did some fundamental work on birth intervals, particularly open birth intervals, which got me name and fame, this helped me to get a UN assignment from Bangkok. So my life was in a way peculiar. I came from Boston to Gandhigram, then Gandhigram to Bangkok. And somehow the UN assignment, though I did my best to do a number of training courses on fertility and family planning evaluation to many of the developing countries and evaluate their programs, my heart was closer to India. So after completing 5 years there, I came to Bangalore, where I was offered the post of Director of a Population Center, Bangalore, which was a World Bank project. I worked there for 3.5 years before I moved to International Institute for Population Sciences, Bombay, in 1978, and I spent most of my professional life there. One of the most joyful moments of my professional life was in 1985 when that institute was declared as a deemed university. Actually, one Mr. Jiang Shenghua, who was my student for MPS course, became later the chairman of the State Family Planning Commission in China, almost a ministerial level position there. And he was instrumental largely in spearheading the one-child policy there. The second big thing which I had in IIPS was to launch the National Family Health Survey, and one in 91, 92. And when I started it, I never knew that it will become one of the richest sources of data on population health, nutrition, and many other parameters for the country as a whole over time. After completing my term at IIPS, I moved to University of North Carolina for a 1-year visiting assignment as a professor, where I published the book, and that book has been well received by the demographic community. Then I joined the Population Foundation of India in New Delhi as its executive director in 1995, and which position I held till 2002. The Population Foundation of India was started by late J.R.D. Tata and a few colleagues. J.R.D. Tata felt that a program like family planning or reproductive health it should not be the sole responsibility of the government agencies, but many non-governmental organizations also should help in this endeavor. So I encouraged large number of NGOs to take responsibilities in reproductive health and family planning programs in their own areas. I retired from Population Foundation of India in 2002 when I moved to Bombay. I became an emeritus professor there. I moved to Chennai 2009, which was my hometown. And I'm still continuing my work there, though not traveling that much. So it is my real pleasure that the IASP, Indian Association for Study of Population, for which I was the president during 1999 to 2003, is having this program. I still remember vividly the annual conference of IASP held in Visakhapatnam in 2001, where it was attended by Mr. C. Rangarajan, Governor of Reserve Bank of India. So I am happy that the IASP is in the hands of very capable persons like Dr. Somayajalu and Mr. Subramaniam, who have spent a lot of time planning for the conference once in 4 years held by the International Union for Scientific Study of Population at Hyderabad. But unfortunately, that conference could not be held in person. So this virtual conference is going to be successful, and a lot of credit for it should go to Dr. Somayajalu and his team, and also to Dr. Shirin Jijibai, who is going to be the president of IUSSP. And I had the pleasure of working with her at IIPS in the late 70s, and I'm happy she is going to be the next president of IUSSP. Thank you very much.